If you feel all the music running through you, say, oh, yeah. Tell me, do you hear the haters talking to you? Say, oh, yeah. Don't stop, get it. Trying to be known every major city. That's why I grind and get it. 24/7, I'm so focused with it. Don't consider every stop on my push. Mountains, rivers, or bush ain't gonna stop me. I hover over roadblocks like a sea. Not trying to start a brouhaha. If you in my way, kiss bye-bye. If you wanna naysay, speak caca. My life degrees on speed, don't stop. Crosshairs on lock. Lean and cock. Kick release like a tomahawk. Flipping your chest like we starting your heart. Red, crack, and compressed. Till there is no headroom left. Bob your head, break your neck. Harlem shaking on 2 step left.
Hey everybody, it's Shante F. Green, the hostess of the Single Parents Basic Training. And today, as you can see, we've changed the scenery. We're outside. The Irvings are here and they are going to show us some self-defense moves. In this day and time, young ladies, you need to know self-defense. Young men, you need to know self-defense. So today, they are your host and hostess and they're going to show us some moves. So thank you again for tuning in.
Alright, so we're going to go over some important rules and things that you want to keep in mind when it comes to self-defense. So first thing, when it comes to self-defense, you got to realize that your goal is to incapacitate the person who is trying to do or cause harm to you and get away from the situation as fast as possible. All the things that you may see in the movies where people are beating people down to a pulp, that's not your objective. You want to stop them from doing what they're doing, get away as fast as possible. The other thing that you want to keep in mind when it comes to self-defense does not start when the assailant comes to you to actually cause you harm. Self-defense actually starts of you being aware of your surrounding and aware of what's going on around you, so that way you can see the problem before it even gets to you, so that again you can get away from it, because that's the big thing with self-defense, get away from the situation. So if you see something that potentially looks dangerous or someone who could potentially be causing you harm coming towards you, you want to do things to make sure you can have an out to escape from that person and go the other direction. Alright, so the first thing we're going to go over today is striking and actually knowing how to hit somebody. There's so many of us, we think that we can just punch at something and that's going to be effective. But if you don't punch right, you can end up breaking your hand. If you punch in the wrong place, you're going to end up cutting your knuckle up. So we want to make sure you know how to strike and what other strikes you can do outside of just trying to punch somebody. So whenever you go to punch, what you want to do, you want to open your palm and you want to wrap your fingers down to the top of your palm. And then from there, you want to wrap your palm around so that you can have that little bit of space in between your fingers and your palm, so that if you push on your knuckles, it's firm. Because if you just grab and you let your fingers come down into your palm, the knuckles still move. And when you strike someone with your knuckles still moving, that's called broken hand. So you want to make sure you get all the air out of your palm, squeeze it tight, and make sure you make a solid fist. Wearing a ring is also a nice little added perk to being able to punch somebody, because it's just going to be more of an attack that you can actually throw. If you see somebody that they tell you, yeah, put your knuckle up like that, we just talked about that, that's broken finger, so throw that out the window. So with that being said, punching isn't going to be the most effective way to attack someone, because if you punch someone in the mouth with a fist, their teeth are going to be left in your hand and then you're hurt just as much as they are. So instead, what you may want to use is your palm. It's a meatier part of your hand. You have more tissue there that's going to protect you but allow you to hurt them as long as you strike with the right part of it. So we're actually going to go over that now. And you're just going to take your palm and try to strike straight through this pad. Not bad. I just want you to open your hand all the way up, because you want to use as much of your palm as you can. You thrust it all the way through. Just like that. You can do so much more damage with that because you have more surface area and you can apply more. Yeah. And it doesn't hurt you as much as if you were punching with your fist. There you go. And because we got to be ambidextrous, we're going to pick on the other arm as well.
Oh.
Because who knows, they might grab your right arm.
I can't.
So first, we're going to open up your palm and you want to expose all of that, because that's where all your power is going to come. Right through there. And you can even take a step back with your left foot and step in and through it. Much better. Now the only thing we gotta do is keep your eye on the target.
Okay.
Try to keep your left leg back, and then whenever you come through, you were doing it great with the other foot.
Step through.
Step like that. Brings more power.
There you go, just like that.
It feels so uncomfortable.
It's weird, but the thing is, it's not guaranteed that we can always have somebody grab our non-dominant side. So the next thing we're gonna go over as far as striking is gonna be the sharpest part of the body, the elbow.
Okay.
It's an easier part of your body to use to actually knock someone out. If you're actually going for that knockout move, if someone gets in closer, you just wanna throw that elbow. It will get the job done. So I'm gonna hold here, and I just want you to move this way so you have a little more on that. And go straight through. And again, I want you to take that foot and step all the way in and through. There you go. Just like that. One more. And we'll pick on the other side. Not bad. You said that's not the good side.
I feel comfortable on this side for this.
For the elbow?
Yeah.
Good. One more. Good deal. Alright, so now we will go over a couple of grappling techniques, because that's a big fear I know of a lot of women, is someone coming up and actually grabbing them. But the thing is, most guys, if they're going to grab you, there are a couple things that they just have to do, because it's just what happens when someone comes to grab you. So usually it might be the wrist or the hands, because they want to keep you from, you just want to bring your hands in and break through my fingers. Because if you try to take your hands away through my knuckles, I have control that way. But I'm weak through my fingers, so you're going to want to bring up and pull out to free yourself.
Okay.
Like that. Now you might come across someone where that one doesn't work, where you try to do that and it doesn't work. The next one you would want to try is snapping your hand straight down through my fingers that way. And you want to stomp with it just like you did, because it's going to give you more force and more leverage to get through that attack. Good. Now we got to find something that actually allowed you to attack back with that. So what you're going to do, you're going to find that this didn't work, that didn't work, so now you need to do something to attack back. So what you're going to do, you're going to go that opposite way I just said we're not going to go. You're going to rotate your hands around to grab my wrist. So you're going to rotate more. So rotate this way. You're going to grab my wrist this way. And then you want to pull down from there. And as you pull down, it should pull them down with me. When I'm coming down, your knee should be coming up.
Okay. So I'm going this way?
We're going to go round.
That, okay. Got it.
Round, grab. And as I'm coming,
stop, or do I need?
you want to come up with the knee, because we want to go with the physics of the way the body has to work. If my head is down, your knee should be coming up. Because what that also is going to open up the go-to area for all females, strike to the groin. But the thing is, if it's not exposed, it's not going to be as effective. And some guys do develop a tolerance for it, where they can take that shot. So you want to make sure you distract that shot. Where I'm down here, you distracted me, you hit me with the knee. Now I've exposed myself, because if you strike someone in the head or anywhere from the chest up, the reaction is going to be there. And then you can kick, and vice versa. If you strike someone from the stomach and down, they're going to do that motion, which again exposes the head. So you go here, you go around, you want to pull. Yeah, I want you to go ahead and.
Okay, I'm trying to remember it. Okay.
Take your time.
Okay. We'll go here.
Round, grab.
Boom.
But you want to hold on. You never want to let go of wrist control.
Because it won't do anything.
Yeah, because if you let my hands go, well, I'm not going to let you pull me down.
I get it.
So you want to stay, now that you're gaining control, you want to stay in control. So round, grab, and the knee comes up as you do that. And then again.
Okay. Okay. I think I got it.
All right.
Yeah.
You want to try the next one?
Oh, well, I just have a question about self-defense. I am a smaller female, and growing up, my mom would always say, be aware of your surroundings, like you said. You being a self-defense more so of an expert in the topic, how do you feel about, my mom would always say, never let them take you. Whatever they're going to do to you, let them do it right there. What do you think about that?
That is a typical thing that we do say with self-defense. You don't want to be taken outside of that situation, because you never know what can happen at that point. but typically in certain situations you are always evaluating the situation itself, seeing where your out is, and if you don't see a viable out, you have to protect your life first. So in some situations, if it's a guy who's bigger than myself and he comes up to me, he has a gun or something, he says, give me your wallet. I'm gonna throw my wallet to him. I'm gonna give him what he asked for, so again, I can go the opposite direction, because escape is your number one thing. And if there is no escape route possible, we have told people in Basse, the best move is to go for what it is that they're going for, allow that to happen so you can get away. Is it the option that everyone wants to take? It not always is, but if you don't have a better option to protect your life, then it is the option that you have to go with at the time.
Now, would you say in your experience, if someone is going to wants to actually go as far as killing you, that they're going to do it regardless if they take you or not? So it's better not to let them take you.
If you feel that you're in a situation where your life is going to be in danger no matter what the situation, you see that the assailant has a weapon, they have shown aggression to show that they are going to use it. If you feel that your only option at that point is to defend yourself at some point, that is going to be the option that you got to go with. You just need to know all of the ins and outs that you can utilize to get away from that situation as best as possible.
Because sometimes I think when a situation occurs, we get scared and we think if we comply, then we'll live it out. We'll live and we just comply and comply.
That is usually the thought process, because we go into that fight or flight mentality. And once you're in that fight or flight mentality, the thing is you have to get back control of yourself and be able to realize what's going on in the situation. Because normally the assailant, they're just as scared as you are, because they know that there is that potential of them getting caught. And one of the things that's really important in self-defense, if you're going to yell for help, don't use the word help, because so many people will sit there and say help, help, help. People, that doesn't trigger in our brain to actually get up and actually do something.
Right.
But if you say this man has a gun and he's trying to hurt me, that actually triggers in our brain, oh, that's something bad, I need to stop that. Or this person is trying to rape me, that actually triggers something in our brain.
Keywords. So those are our keywords that us as women need to use out loud to draw more attention than just help.
Yes, because help is so vague. It could be just, I need help tying my shoe. Because you can put that word for something as simple as that, where it can be as complex as I need help saving my life. But if you come out and say, this man has a gun, or this person has this, and they're trying to do this to me, people are more inept to actually, I want to help that person, because they know that that's wrong. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about the situation.
So I'm sure that you and your wife, you go over these things with her.
Yes, like she knows that help is not the word to say. This is actually happening. You yell it at the top of your lungs, and that in and of itself can strike fear in the person, because they don't want people to know what it is that they're doing.
Right.
So that in and of itself, saying what they're doing, might be your out, where they turn their head and look up to see what's coming. And that's your out to get out of the situation.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for taking my question.
You're very welcome. All right, so as far as our younger viewers out there, our kids out there who have these situations that they may be put in with the rise in abductions out there, the kids are going to want to know how to defend themselves as well. And the big thing to remember with kids is that help word. Help is not going to 9 times out of 10 get you what you need. You need to be saying exactly what that assailant is trying to do to you. This man is trying to kidnap me, or this person is hurting me. You need to be very specific so that other people can hear you and actually hear what's going on, because if they hear what's going on, they're more likely to help you. Now, some of the other things that you're going to want to do is be aware of how it is that they're going to try to abduct you and grab you, and usually it's going to be trying to take your hand and pull you as fast as they can, going in one direction. Now, the thing to remember with that is always know where their weakness is. And when someone grabs you by the wrist or grabs you by their hand, their fingers are always going to be their weaknesses. That's going to be where they don't have the strength to hold you at. If you try to take your hand away from me through my knuckles, I got that. I own that right now. You want to find a way to escape through my fingers, and it's just going to be just like that, taking your thumb and putting it in your other pocket. Or if I grab the opposite hand, taking your thumb and hitchhiking, taking it away and then getting away, running, and again, telling somebody or saying out loud what it is that's happening to you so that somebody can help you. Another one that you can do for someone who has grabbed your wrist and you found that you can't yank your hands away, or you can't rotate around and pull them forward, you're going to try to get away with it. You're going to go in and through, you're going to rotate down, and then you're going to go to attack, and you're going to twist the wrist and twist their arm up behind you or behind them. As soon as you get to a point where you can get away, again, you're gonna turn and bolt. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna come this way so the camera can see. Grab and around the back. And one more time, go a little bit slower so the camera can see the motion. So you're gonna step through. You're gonna come up. And you want to behind me, keep close behind me, because you want to take this and wrap it up behind my back. Alright? So another position that you may find yourself in is someone pushing or trying to pull you. This way. And this one is just going to be using simple physics to disarm your assailant or to stop your attacker. Because a guy, if they're going to push you, usually they find something that they can push you into. And if someone goes to push you, what you want to go with is a pull. So I go to push, she's going to pull. And it's just because I'm giving myself in that direction to her, so she might as well take it and let me keep going. So if she has her back against the wall, I'm going to push her into the wall. She's going to take me and throw me into the wall while she's trying to escape. Exact opposite, if a guy comes up to you, they grab your shirt, they're going to try to pull you into them. So if I'm pulling you in, you might as well go ahead and push and give me what I'm wanting and just try to push me over. So they come up, they grab your shirt, they go to pull you in, and you just keep going through them. That way you can take off and keep going as well. The next one. So, if someone was to come up and grab you from behind, girls, you have the perk of having shoes that have heels on 9 times out of 10. You want to take that heel and you want to drive it straight through their foot and stomp on their foot. Doesn't matter. You need to see where my foot is and you want to stomp right beside it. And then from there, that usually, if it doesn't free up the grip, the next thing you have is your head where you can tilt your head back. Boom, headbutt, and then get away. Another move, if that does not work, try to kick me in my shin. So if the guy comes up to you and they decide they're gonna pick you up, you wanna bring that leg up right there in the knee or in the shin to make them unbuckle that and make their knee go back in that opposite direction. So they grab, they try to take you out of it, lift, and just like that, that foot comes up, you hit, they're gonna drop you, and again, you want to take off and run. Alright, so the other thing that you want to remember with self-defense is the rule of touch. So if somebody takes the initiative to touch you, when you go to touch them back, you're not just going to gingerly grab their wrist back. You are going to take your nail. You're going to dig that nail into their skin while they're holding you. Then you're going to do your move and you're going to dig even deeper into their skin because they're trying to harm you or hurt you. In the case of kids, if you can't, your hands are too small to dig into someone like that, if they haven't covered your mouth, they've left you your teeth. Take something with you when you decide to go and bite them and come back up out of it. They took the right to try to harm or hurt you. You take the right to take something back with you when you get away from them. Whether it be a chunk of skin that you bite off, whether it be skin that you dig off of them with your nails, you want to make sure you're doing everything you can to get away.